College is exciting. Students get to meet new people, have newfound independence, create community, and select their own classes. It's open to many new possibilities. With these new possibilities comes rules, regulations, and steps to follow while attending college. So let's first talk about majors, minors, and certificates. Missouri State offers the following degrees. Once students decide on a program, they must also think about the needed degree requirements for their particular major and/or minor. It's also important to determine if the major is a comprehensive or non-comprehensive degree. When it's comprehensive, a major includes a primary and secondary area of study, and it does not require a minor. If it's non-comprehensive, a major requires a minor to meet graduation requirements. Some majors may give the option to choose between certain degrees, such as Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Arts. When choosing a minor, the degree must match the major degree. When deciding, students can do research on the different requirements for the degrees before making a selection. For students who are interested in declaring or changing their major, minor, or certificate, it's first recommended to visit that department to learn more about the program and any specific admission requirements for the program. Some admission requirements may include completion of certain courses, needed grades or grade point average, submitting a portfolio, acceptance through an audition, and other specific requirements for their program. Once students confirm their plans, they can contact the Academic Advising and Transfer Center by one of the following methods. First, they can go through the online request form located in the Academic Advising and Transfer Center's website. Students must be logged in to their Office 365 account. Next, students can contact the Academic Advising and Transfer Center by email at advise@missouristate.edu using their MSU Student Bear Mail account. Email requests must include the student's M number, and students must be very specific with their requests. Finally, students can visit the Academic Advising and Transfer Center in University Hall, Room 109, for their request. It's time to talk about degree requirements. Degree requirements include the following: completion of at least 120 semester credit hours, which includes completion of 40 hours of upper division. GPA requirements includes a 2.0 GPA in the following areas: Missouri State GPA, combined GPA, which includes Missouri State and transfer, major GPA, minor GPA, and finally, general education GPA. Many majors or minors require a GPA higher than the above stated for admission, graduation, or both. Residence requirements also include completion of at least 30 hours of courses administered by the Springfield campus. This includes 12 hours of those included in the major with upper division. 6 hours of those hours must be upper division or lower division in the minor, and at least 20 out of the last 30 credit hours must be administered by the Springfield campus. This brings us to registration. One needed step a student must take into consideration each semester is registration. All students must obtain an advisor release to register for classes until they have completed 75 credit hours. Students must also obtain an advisor release when the student falls under one of these categories: on academic probation, a graduate student, a new transfer student, a student who has completed more than 75 hours but has not met with an advisor at least 3 times. When determining the registration sequence, a student's registration date is determined by the number of hours a student has completed. This does not include hours that are in progress. Missouri State undergraduate degree-seeking students are classified according to the number of credit hours earned as follows: freshmen, 0 to 29, sophomores, 30 to 59, juniors 60 to 89, and finally seniors 90 plus hours. Something else students must consider when registering is the amount of hours they plan to take each semester. Students may take courses as a full-time or half-time student. Undergraduate students who register for 12 or more credit hours in the fall or spring semester, or 6 hours or more credit hours during the summer semester, are considered full-time. Undergraduate students taking fewer hours may be considered 3/4 time, half-time, or less than half-time. If a student drops below full-time, some repercussions may occur, such as having their financial aid, housing, or insurance affected. If students drop below full-time, the following student populations may be affected: athletes, scholarship recipients, veterans, and international students. Upon the recommendation of their advisors, students who have a 3.0 or higher GPA for a semester in which 15 credit hours is carried may request permission for an overload from the dean of their college. Academic status. Performance. It's important for students to watch their academic status each semester. This determines if they can continue at Missouri State University. Students will either be in good standing, academic probation, or academic suspension. Good standing occurs when a student has both their Missouri State and combined GPA of at least a 2.0. Probation occurs when a student has their Missouri State or a combined GPA of less than a 2.0. If a student is on probation, they must receive an advisor release to register and may be ineligible for financial aid or student organizations or activities. Suspension occurs when a student who enters a semester on academic probation and fails to earn a semester GPA of a 2.0 or higher. Also, if a student earns a semester GPA less than a 1.0 and ends up with their MSU or combined GPA of less than a 2.0, the student will also be suspended. After a student is suspended for the first time, the student must remain out for at least one full semester, not including the summer. Students who have been suspended more than once must remain out for at least one full year before being eligible for reinstatement. It's important to keep in mind that placing a student on suspension is not a punishment, but it's a safeguard. It's showing that the student's academic progress is not satisfactory. If they have extenuating circumstances which resulted in suspension, individual deans can determine if exceptions can be made through an appeal process. Grades. A student's grade point average, or GPA, determines a student's academic standing for graduation, scholastic honors, and quality of work. A GPA can be found on the degree audit, unofficial transcript, and advising notes. The Office of the Registrar offers a GPA calculator, which allows students to determine their GPA throughout the semester. Missouri State offers the plus-minus system for grading. This system indicates the quality of work and provides a different measure and point value of the student's work. The highest grade a student can receive is an A, and the lowest passing grade a student can receive is a D. Faculty are required to indicate on their syllabus if they use the plus-minus system in their class. It's important to note that grades are viewed differently with the plus-minus system. If a course requires a C as a prerequisite to take another course, a C- will not be acceptable as the same prerequisite. Another grade you may see periodically is a pass or not pass grade. A pass or not pass grade is not used in calculating GPAs. It allows students an opportunity to pursue areas of interest. Classes that can't be used as pass or not pass include the following: general education, major courses, minor courses, professional education, specific degree requirements, honors courses, graduate level courses. Other than using the pass or not pass for areas of interest, it can be used toward the 120 minimum credit hours and 40 hours of upper division to graduate. Students may have the opportunity to view their grades throughout the semester. Often, students hear about midterms, which indicates they are halfway done with their semester. During this time, midterm grades become available, so students get a snapshot of the progress of their courses. Faculty are required to provide midterm grades for 100 or 200 level full semester courses and final grades the Tuesday after finals week. Faculty have the option to provide midterm grades for higher level courses. Once grades are finalized, they are recorded on the student's transcript. Dropping a course. When students are evaluating their success in a course, they sometimes consider dropping one of their courses. Students have the opportunity to change their schedule during the change of schedule period. These courses will not appear on the student's transcript. This can be done before or the first 5 days of the semester, and 100% refund will be granted for the drop. After this period, students can still drop a course until 4 weeks prior to the last day of the full semester. Students will receive a W grade, which indicates the student withdrew from the course, and it won't be included in their GPA. Students are able to view their personalized refund schedule throughout the semester in My Missouri State. If a student ever considers dropping a course, it's important to talk with the faculty member, their advisor, and the Office of Student Financial Aid. Repeat. A student can repeat any of the courses they have taken at Missouri State. All attempts will show up on their transcript, but the most recent grade will be included in the GPA. This process also applies if a student transfers in credit. If students are looking at graduate or professional schools, they may consider all grades. Also, some majors may have specific rules regarding repeats and may only allow so many for their program. If a student repeats too many courses, they may want to consider how it will impact their financial aid for future semesters, since repeating courses do not indicate satisfactory progress towards graduation when financial aid is a concern. I hope this has introduced you to some rules in our Missouri State Rulebook. This will at least get you started and create more self-assurance during your experience at Missouri State.